Hey, you guys, we are back to do another review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. We got questions. We want to know about the dog named Peaches. Why was the dog named Peaches? Was the dog a stripper? Was it a female? Was it one of them frou dogs? So, yeah, we want to know why big grown Maurice want to call his dog Peaches. Why not Paul? Why not Peter?
Yes, Maurice. Why? Man, I gotta look at you sideways, man. I gotta question your man card. What grown A man names a dog Peaches?
He probably was a child then.
I don't care.
Why Peaches?
I don't care.
Let's go ahead and get into it.
Man, you got an older brother, man. Let me call that dog Peaches, man. Call him Lex or somebody, man. Peaches, man. Ooh, lost all kinds of cool points.
We keep it real. Expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the Coed family. We're about relationships and review. Making it fun and just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Courtney and Eddie.
Hey! I always put God first. What's up, Coed Cam folks? How y'all doing today? Welcome back to another video of Courtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife right here. Ain't she gorgeous? Ain't she fine? Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
I didn't tell him to say that, even though it sounds scripted like some of this stuff on Huntsville. So if you
tell who you
my
are?
name Courtney, also known as Coco.
Oh, you blew her mind.
Yes,
I blew her mind. Anyway, this is Courtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationship reviews, entertainment, and our famous rants. And tonight, today, 2 days later, we're going to be talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville.
So if you're brand new to this channel and subscribe yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And make sure you like this video if you like it. If you don't like it, don't like it, hit it. Just do what you do, honey. Let's just do what you do. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it since we already late, child. I ain't got time for the promos and all that stuff or whatever, because some of y'all done emailed us and say, hey, where is it? Where is it? But y'all know we like to have a life outside of Huntsville that chose to go on a Saturday night, child.
Yeah.
On the weekend, honey.
Yeah. Carlos trying to promote a new show, I guess, what was Detroit?
I guess.
Detroit, Michigan. I said, Carlos, you one of us now, baby. You can't be producing shows no more, baby. You one of us. You're a YouTuber. You downgraded yourself.
We downgraded.
We're not producers.
We're not producers, and plus we had full-time jobs.
Right. He was supposed to be a producer, and he was on Atlanta Housewives and reality shows. Now he doing YouTube.
Child, he doing regular gossip stuff and hey, what's going on in the headlines? He gonna talk about it. So yeah, that's what he doing. And I said, okay, so look, I guess on just shoot your shot. So you gonna do Love and Marriage Huntsville, but it looked like it's tanking according to the ratings and the people and the views and all that stuff. So you just gonna let that go on down the tank. You got what? DC that ain't even got off the ground of the ocean. It's just down there with the shrimps and what y'all say? What's down at the bottom? The catfish and everything. It's down there.
That low.
So it's down there at the bottom. Then you gonna say, whoo, why not get another show and put it on there?
You forgot Bell Collectors?
Oh yeah, Bell Collectors. It's just
floating.
It's just
floating.
But it ain't above sea level.
No, it's floating in the water. You know what I'm saying? It ain't reached the surface yet.
It's trying to come up for air.
Sometimes they put bricks on it.
So you got all these shows, and I heard what Grown and Gossip.
I ain't heard nothing about that show.
Grown and Gossip.
Mm-hmm.
No gossip. Gossip.
Thing,
yeah. Gospel. Thank you. Gospel. It ain't. I heard that tank ton. So
is it still showing?
No, I think it's gone on. No. So we just gonna continue to do shows that's tanking, or we just gonna shoot our shot and say which one stick. Now I could go back and eat my words, because DC could bring a whole lot, but for right now it's like okay. So June coming, we're gonna have what Ready to Love gonna be on Thursday nights now. So you're gonna have Bell Collective, and you're gonna have this DC. I mean, what is Detroit? Child. All right, let's go. I guess that's why you got to get on YouTube, honey. You got to build up, make some kind of extra money in between. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Now that we done did our, what we call them, baby?
Famous rants.
Why you say famous? I noticed that last time.
Man, because people like to hear. So, let me rephrase this. Some people, a lot of people, like to hear us rant. Some of y'all say, y'all rant too much. It's not for you guys.
Yeah.
It's for the people that like to hear our side
That's
stories. Right. It's for people who like to hear our life, our life stories and our rants. And that's what we do. We try to share some of us with you guys.
That's right. We ready now?
Yeah, we ready.
Okay. So anyway, child,
$500 for oil change. 500. The YouTube chicks that I heard of the car.
That's what happened when you get a Nissan Altima. So anyway,
that's for the whole life of the car.
You're so bougie.
That's for the whole life of the car. For $500 oil change for the whole life of the car for a Nissan Altima. What's up with the Nissan Altimas, man? After I call you guys, what I call them? The Ultimites. Okay, what's up with y'all Ultimites, man? Y'all just menace to society, man. Y'all run people over. Y'all be having one hubcap still on there. The bumper be dragging. Y'all don't care.
The bumper be flapping.
Yeah, y'all don't care. And y'all want to ride people with bumpers. No, y'all ain't got no insurance. Y'all don't care, man. Y'all just a menace. But yeah, that's what Ultimites do. Nissan Altimas. And we saw like 5 of them yesterday on the interstate. One of them had a cracked windshield. I was like, how she see? She don't care. And
you just lost about 5 Altima commenters. Yeah, Sundays.
Well,
so
hopefully they say, oh, I got to do better in life.
Theirs may not be like that. But anyway, let's get into it because some of y'all probably said talking to your mom.
Okay.
Just get to it. That's what we do. So anyway, so it starts out with Mel visiting Tiffany to bring her some snacks and stuff because, of course, we all know Tiffany is way big and pregnant. And so,
She's glowing. She's glowing.
As they sit down and talk, Mel was telling her about, she want to invite her to the tea party. It's going to be about etiquette and all that stuff, whatever, because the situation last time and just know how to talk to each other. Well, Mel said, girl, I'm bringing you food, but I'm bringing for me too, child, because as you eat, I'm going to eat. As I eat, you going to eat. So we going to eat together.
You saw how she bit off that sandwich, man. She took a big...
Production wrong for that because they could have easily edited that part and had the camera on Tiffany.
Use some AI or something, you know what I'm saying? Because
now, really, we need to talk to the EEO complaint because evidently y'all are starving y'all cast because they got to film and not eat. And like Love and Blind was complaining that they be locked in the room and can't eat. So she was just like, girl.
Yeah, I think like she took the bite was so big she had to get her fingers and kind of stuff the food. God.
Let me tell you something. Mel's gonna be the type that, first date, she gonna eat, baby. You better make sure you got some money.
You ain't lying.
Because she is gonna eat. That's one thing if she eat on camera to us, surely she gonna eat in front of that man. No problem.
that one bite, man, it's like she bit the first bite was kind of small. And she probably said to herself, oh, that was pretty good. Let her eat this before it goes away. So she put the second bite in, and the food was still hanging out. She got her hand or pushed it down her throat. I was like, good Lord, child, did you eat?
I would have said,
cut that.
I would have said, cut that. Listen, we got to do this takeover again. I don't know if they got to pay, they got to take she to eat pizza, she can do what she wants to. And so I don't know what they got to do, but she should have said cut that part. But anyway, we gonna find funny things to laugh at while y'all be bitter bedded, honey.
BWGs? Where y'all at? BWGs? That's what they call them. They like
what you said? Bitter what?
The bitter women group. That's right. That's who y'all are. The BWGs.
All right.
That's how they be doing it. They be stepping. BWGs.
Well, we gonna always find out.
BWG. Ooh. We gotta get them. Hey, all right, this is what we're gonna do. We gotta get the BWGs a color. You know how Delta's got their color, AKA's got their color. We need to come over a color for the BWGs, y'all.
Black. They like ninjas. They gonna be roll around at night and stuff, be coming, peeking through folks' windows and stuff, going down there bothering the judge and all them folk property. So,
Man, BWG's a ruthless boy. Go ahead, man.
All right. So anyway,
BWG.
so as Mel was talking about that, I think Tiffany asked her, as far as, Martell and everything, and Mel was just saying that, he tried to showed her for the birthday party, caused a scene. She thought she told him she gonna have to call the police and stuff, and Tiffany was shocked. And so she said, yeah, I told him after it was over with, you can, spend time with your daughter for her birthday. So I don't know, Mel recorded Martell basically saying, I got some mess to do, honey. So
yeah, Martell, that right there made you look bad, man. Especially when your daughter asked you, are you gonna come pick her up for her birthday? You said no, you're gonna wait till Monday to come pick her up. After you made all that commotion and made that whole scene at the party, and after the party, when your daughter said come pick me up, you said wait till Monday. It's a bad look, man. So I don't know what happened between then and when the daughter called them, but
Mel said he a queen and narcissist and a queen.
Well, she recording that dude though.
Who?
She's recording the conversations.
Did he record her? They be recording each other, man. They be recording each other. Listen,
they need to work for the CIA or somebody, man.
They be hacking phones. I couldn't come around y'all, child. Then somebody had a secret recording in the house. Listen, y'all be doing too much.
Probably flying drones over people's houses and stuff.
And then they got that BWG sliding in like ninjas.
Hey, BWG, you part of BWG. I'm going to initiate you. This is how you get in. You got to do this and do this. Man, come on, man. That's too much,
Hide behind trees and stuff. Can they see me? So yeah, it's way too much.
It can't hide behind trees.
And then
BWG sometimes they kind of overweight, so they try to hide behind a tree. Guts together.
Like yo.
You gonna turn on me like that? I thought we was on the same team,
man.
Yeah,
but that was a good joke.
I thought we was on the same team. We crack on BWG.
The tree and there's a little belly like that. So anyway, another thing too.
I think you undercover BWG.
So another thing too that she was saying that, what I'm thinking, like Martell did all that, but I think Martell was trying to do a 2-for-1. So you having a party, okay, then I can just, cut out anything I got to do going about with my day. So if I come to this party, then hey, so
point.
You know what I'm saying? I got stuff to do.
Regardless to the point, it still made him look bad. You know what I'm saying? You went to the party, you wasn't invited. You made a scene. Now after the scene, you leave the party, show up anyway. Then now after the party, daughter calls you to come pick her up. You say, no, I can't come pick you up. Going to do it Monday. It looks bad.
Yep.
It looks bad for him.
Yep. So anyway, so let's move on to the next scene. Maurice and Kimmi. So they talking about Monster.
Maurice Jr.
Yeah. Did y'all not hear last time start calling that child Monster?
Maurice Jr., man. Please. Call him Jr. or
Please.
MJ.
It's hard for us to just say his name that way. So it's really hard. So you didn't listen? You didn't watch?
Maurice Jr., 15, a teenager, man. Grown. Being college. What's up, Monster?
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's time. Now, I used to have a nickname too back in the day, but after I got a certain age, they stopped calling me that.
What was it?
I ain't telling y'all. I had to get some ammunition to BWGs and they can use it against me.
I'm trying to think, do I know? I think I knew it, but I forgot.
Yeah, good.
It must have been stick. It must have been nothing that stuck. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes my auntie still call me that, but don't be calling me that.
Oh, I think it's something like Ski Boot Pookie or, you know what I'm saying, Booty Love or something. It's some ghetto name, Chad.
Why you going against me though, man? I thought we were supposed to be on the same team.
We are, but we still have our individuality, so I ain't, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm still gonna crack. You crack on me, I crack on you. So,
what was your nickname?
What I wanted my nickname to be, it wasn't Peaches, close enough. I wanted mine to be Portia. They still stripper names.
Yeah, but your name started with P. It wasn't Portia though.
What? Pootie?
No, PP. PP girl.
Yeah, that's the backstory to that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so let's move on. So yeah, basically, Kimmi just saying, listen, I'm the bonus parent, honey. I cannot there's a limit to what we can do as bonus parents, and I cannot discipline like the biological parents. And Maurice was like, yes, you can. Here go
Maurice.
Kyle. Now, of course, we know that Kyle that was staged because Kyle, he was like, "How are you? I'm good." So she had already had a camera, webcam, whatever she had.
Makeup on,
yep,
hair done.
Kyle will give. We're gonna call you about an hour.
What? I'll ask you a question. You keep saying, "Well, we know this happened. We know this is staged." Of course, we know all this stuff is pre-planned. It okay, we know that.
No, I want to get the real Kyle that she. I'm in the grocery store with. Put that down. I want to get them real kind of thing.
drive her Nissan Altima button on. What you talking?
You know, when the folks be driving and they just put it down when you FaceTime them because they driving and you can't see nothing but the sky. So yeah, I want those kind of moments.
The point is, Maurice got to understand. Kim do have a valid point. The bonus parent really can't do the same thing of disciplining the child like the biological parent can. Your hands are kind of tied to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? So my thing, I agree with Kimmi. I don't care if you use the bonus dad or the bonus mom. If the child needs discipline, I know I told that word up. The bonus parent or the bonus parent needs to go to the biological parents. Hey, they're not doing this and this. You need to step in and support me and bag me to get him to do this or her to do that. You know what I'm saying? Maurice seems like he don't understand, or he's trying to force Kimmi in a position she's not fit to be in. Right. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, cause it's like the first thing. Okay, here's the thing: when you try to push that envelope of being, going above the bonus parent, that child, the first thing that's gonna come in that child's mouth is what? You ain't my mama. You ain't my daddy. And it's gonna cause some resentment. Yeah. So that's why the biological parent needs to step in and to support the bonus parent.
Yep. And at that point, just lock him in the room.
Yeah, especially since he's a teenager too. Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah, too. And so when he called Kyle was basically, Maurice was like, yeah, she can discipline like we did. So she was like, well, no. Yeah. Not like she do Jalen, you know what I'm saying? So, no, she going to have to discipline like I would discipline. So,
See, I understand what Maurice want everybody to be on the same level as a family member. You know what I'm saying? But once you got blended, once you have blended families, there are levels that some people can be on. You know what I'm saying? So
especially if the child was at I don't know when they started,
dating.
Yeah. So, he probably 8, 9, 10. I don't know.
That's a good point. Now, if you came to this child's life at a young age, the child like 1 year old,
and
2
don't
years old,
remember.
Yeah. Now I can see that happening. You can be that biological parent per se, even though you're the bonus parent.
Yeah.
Because you came to that child's life at a very early age.
They don't remember.
Right.
All they know is you.
That's all. But if you come to that child's life at 10 years old and a child 10, 11, 12 years old, and they still remember their biological mom or dad, it's kind of hard to kind of maneuver that around.
Right. So let's move on to Stormy and Kiki. They at the post office, because you can't tell me that was not a former post office, but anyway. So they talking to, I think I'm mispronouncing what the spiritualist is. It's a Reiki. Is it Reiki?
Reiki, yeah.
So I'm not sure exactly, exactly what all that entails. And so Kiki was trying to get the straight of it. And, basically she was saying, okay, well, what they got to do, like with the actual, explain it. And she was just saying, hey, if you read your Bible, then, a lot of that stuff coincides. So it's a lot of stuff that I am becoming privy to and being a little bit open-minded on, just opening my mind up to stuff, everything that, we have been taught is not actually our truth and our history. So, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know a lot about that. But anyway, and after it was over, Kiki was glad that she had an understanding and she opened up to be able to have an open mind, because the spiritualist, and that's what I'm gonna call it because I can't remember what they call it, but the spiritualist basically was just wanted to examine their energy, and open up their chakra and everything and see where they were. And so it seems as though Stormy, she was just going over some things with Stormy, just saying Stormy got a good heart, and what else she was saying? She got a good heart.
And Stormy said she was always crying, and the spiritualist said, sometimes you cry, you're cleansing your your energy, you cleansing your spirit. And, in the way she's right. When you have that one good cry, you feel better, don't you? You feel real, you feel like a weight is lifted. And
Dang, but she said she always crying continuously. You said one good cry.
I'm just talking about in general.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But you were talking about the Bible and the spirituals and the chakra and all that. In a way, it's some truth to that because you can kind of tell people's energy. You can kind of pick up on people's energy. You can transfer that energy. So it's some truth to the chakra thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you can tell when somebody walk in the room, ooh, the energy is completely off.
It's just called different in the Christian world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of that stuff coincide and it kind of like means the same thing. It's just different terminology.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, don't do that. It's the same thing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I said, for me,
say, oh, you have a bad spirit on you today.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And some people, it's a Christian thing. Oh, you got, you had a bad mood. I just have a bad spirit on you today.
Yeah,
it's the energy. It's the energy. Yeah.
Because you always say from the time I know, oh, your energy off, your energy off, your energy off. So yeah, it's all in that. But you have to be open minded to embrace, a different terminology of all that stuff. So again, some stuff I'm new to. But yeah, anyway. So she also went over Kiki. Now production was being real shady because at first, honey, I didn't think she was picking up nothing, honey. What that little thing, that little metal detector thing that she
I thought it was gonna blow up on her, man.
Yeah. Ooh, girl, you.
All that negativity.
So, but it was one thing that when she said that Stormy was shocked and she looked when she said what? I know you got a good heart. It was something else that Stormy was like, I said, what she? Because she was shocked that the lady said.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think that Stormy gets a bad rap because of how she is. She has a very hard exterior. But yeah,
I don't think Stormy has a hard exterior. I just think she's trying to protect herself. You know what I'm saying? She betrays to be hard. I think Stormy's real. I think she is a kind person. You know what I'm saying? People just misunderstand her. Because of how she speaks.
Yeah.
Whatnot, and people think she's uneducated. Well, I think she's a very smart woman. But Stormy can kind of be,
we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so they sit down and have a conversation, and they talk about how they pretty much are alike. And Kiki was talking about the argument with her and Tiffany. She said, we do not care. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't care. But we do understand that Kiki got to be on the show now, so she got to have something to talk about, some little boring storyline that she got to make argument with a whole pregnant woman over there. But she got to be on the show too, so let's agree to just have some little conversation about nothing with each other to get through the whole season. So,
is it me, or is it that it seems like Kiki is getting more airtime than T?
Oh, well, that's good, honey, right now. As long as ain't no trouble over there, honey, and she can sit up there and still get a check just by looking. So, but anyway, Stormy was also saying too that, okay, you up there beefing with Tiffany and stuff like that. That girl pregnant. And, I was always saying that, hey, whoever you arguing with, your baby can come and look like that person.
Yeah, my mom used to say, yeah. If you so angry with somebody, that baby gonna look like the person you're angry with. If you have some beef, so don't be angry. And when you're pregnant, don't be angry with that person because you want the baby to come out looking like that person.
I didn't hear that,
yeah,
I heard. Well, I just was. I don't know. But
I thought there must be a lot of babies looking like me there. Cause a lot of people angry.
So I didn't hear that part per se, but I did when I was pregnant. I didn't talk about nobody. I ain't talking about nobody. It was the hardest 9 months of me not cracking jokes or talking about nobody. But as soon as I dropped that baby. So yeah, I didn't. Because I was like, I ain't gonna have my baby look like that. I ain't gonna have the baby look like blah 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 blah. But yeah, so I was on good behavior during that time. So anyway, Martell is meeting up with Maurice, and they just, talked about, of course, they have seen.
Yeah, basically we were talking about, kids, they were talking about Maurice Jr. basically, Maurice Maurice Jr. to just kind of straighten up because he was telling Martell, if Maurice Jr. don't straighten up now, when he gets older in life and get into society is not going to be as forgiving as he is now. You know what I'm saying? As Maurice is now, because he's right. You got to try to, make a good foundation for your child now, especially since he's a young man, 15, 16 years old, because if you don't straighten up right now, I'm not saying he won't change, but if he doesn't change, the streets are not going to be unforgiving. And Maurice just want him to do the right thing, do your chores, do good in school, just be a productive young man. And he's just so concerned about that. Maurice Jr. won't do that.
Yeah.
Because right now he don't want to clean his room up. He don't want to listen to nobody right now. Apparently,
Been there, done that.
And Martell said, "Yeah, when I was his age, I was a bad child, man. I turned to school.
You
I
just
was
be getting them
fighting.
millimeters.
Yeah," he said, "Man," and he said, "I was terrible, man." And Maurice asked him, "So what made you change?" And Martell said, "Sports and ROTC. I always said the military, not all the time, but 90% of the time, was straightening a young person out. You know what I'm saying? They would give that person structure and give that person self-respect. Okay. And me personally, I know y'all going, ooh, no. I know some countries like Israel, they have a mandatory 2 years you have to serve in the military, men and women. Okay. Maybe that's what needs to happen over here. 1 year or 2 years for somebody that's of age serve in the military. Especially if you're not going to school, going to college. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So Martell said that would help them straighten up. Become a young man. Now y'all gonna say, well, it didn't help him enough because you got that cheat on his wife.
He said ROTC. He didn't say the Army child.
Yeah, ROTC. But basically, that's they prepping you to get in the military.
Yeah.
And without that, maybe he would never got into college. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
But yeah, they talked about that in the latter part. But he did, Martell did tell Maurice, as far as him, in the birthday party and all that situation or whatever.
I try to skip all that.
And he said that he tried to. Maurice was like, y'all need to better, be better cohesive for the kids. Like, y'all doing all this stuff.
Yeah, they got to do it for the kids, man. Bunk their personal beefs, man. Do it for the children, man. Do it for the what? Do it for the kids. The K, the I, the D, and the S. They ain't kids. They ain't no baby goat. Kids.
That's what somebody said in the comments. So anyway, so on the next scene, you got Mel is having her tea party. So it's an etiquette. It's an etiquette coach there. Her name is Carol. So yeah, Miss Carol is the etiquette coach. So she's from Atlanta. So y'all going?
She probably drove back to Atlanta. Ooh, I ain't never going back to Alabama. You all them heathens over there. No etiquette. It's gonna fuss and fight. Ooh, waste my time coming to this little small country town, Huntsville.
No, it ain't. It's growing, Chad. That's what they say.
Yeah,
so anyway, so Mel is doing it, and she got her little outfit on and her tea, not her tea hat, but everybody just the little the wear, like the dresses. We go to tea, you got your hat and all that stuff, whatever. And like I was telling you, I said this has been done over and over and over again on reality TV. Bell Collective had a tea party. Atlanta Housewives had a tea party. All them housewives, all the franchises have tea parties. So yeah. But anyway, and etiquette coach sometimes too. So she's throwing it. People are coming in. She allowed them, told them, hey, you bring a +1. And so, they coming in one by one. So Stormy said her +1 gonna be her mama because she wanted just her mama to come in and, lay some stuff out on the table and stuff like that. So, they was talking about, she was telling them the different things, how you supposed to stir, how you supposed to, do this. And, you take your tea bag out. You don't sit with your tea bag and everything.
Tea bag. That's right. I'm a big man child. Tea bag.
So you take your tea bag out and you don't sip or anything.
That's right. You
like
don't,
that.
That's right. Take
You
the tea
take
bag
that
out. Yeah. Take the tea
Okay,
bag.
so anyway, so let's move on. So Mel was talking to the ladies and said, the last time, we came together, it was a little disrespect and everything. So, we bring in the etiquette coach to teach us how to communicate effectively, what we need to say. Don't don't raise our voice and everything. So, let's see, did I skip? Okay, so Stormy had said, as far as etiquette, she said, so what it mean when you cuss when you talk and stuff like that? Because I be cussing and stuff, but it be like good cuss. I mean, like, yeah, it's not bad. It's not like I'm cussing you out. And the etiquette coach, which I've heard this before, she said, well, when you use curse words a lot, it's a lack of vocabulary, meaning that you can come up with nothing else, child. And Stormy like, no, it's good stuff. I be like, girl, look at that, man. And I'm saying to myself, Stormy, that's cool in small settings with your friends, but I'm sure you wouldn't go to Target trying to get your product. I think it's already in Target. I'm sure you wouldn't have went to them and said, B and M. So no, like, come on now. To me, honestly, she didn't have to bring that up because you could say that with your friends. If they accept that kind of behavior with your friends, your close friends, then y'all call each other bees and stuff.
It's a time and place for everything.
I'm not in that friend group where you finna call me a bee. I'm sorry, I don't get down like that.
Why y'all call yourself bees anyway? Not you per se.
Yeah, I know.
Why? Is it
that's taking the place of girl? I just say girl. Look at that. I'm not gonna say bee.
Why y'all call yourself a female dog, man? It's not endearing, man. Not at all. I don't like using the N-word. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what have we devolved into, man? You know what I'm saying? It's like we call ourselves the lowest form of names, and it's supposed to be cool.
It's been rain. I need to get some gas. So
you get no gas on the way home.
Yeah, my husband did not.
Hey, I asked you last night. I said, you got some gas? He said, yeah, I got gas.
Yeah, I got gas, but did
you could stop last night
and filled it all?
You could stop last night.
Do you know when? By myself?
Yeah. Go. We went to a well-lit area and got some gas.
I'm not finna get the trafficking. No.
The what?
The traffic. They not finna traffic me.
Trust me, they won't.
That's right.
They won't.
I don't care, honey. I'll be like, I'm too old, and I will limp. I will blink. I will say, I can't see, and my So yeah, don't do that. So yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go get some gas. Oh, you gonna have to go get some gas. So first, anyway,
I gotta do a meal.
So Miss Nell said, Listen, Linda. This is what she said. The little lady, because Miss Nell reminds me of
Miss
the little lady from Poltergeist.
Yeah, she does.
So listen, Linda. Listen.
Now she said, listen. This house is haunted. How what you said? This house is haunted.
So she said it's some bad energy going on, and Mel was like, "Bad energy? What's the bad energy?" She said between you and Stormy. Now, Miss Nell, did you discern that? Or did you really check that? Or did production say?
No, I think she's a little woman from Poltergeist being coordinated, man.
Really?
Uh-huh.
She said some bad energy. And so she said between her and Stormy. And Mel was like, is it? Stormy was like, well, it's actually between my mama and Mel. Mel just double shocked then. Your mama. And so Miss Nell was saying, okay, then, well, y'all need to have a conversation. Now, I don't know if it's choppy editing or what, but it seems as though Stormy and Miss Betty was trying to shut Miss Nell down from even talking to say, can y'all talk? I felt like, well, the lady just trying to say, can y'all talk while y'all shutting her down? The etiquette coach had to come in there and say, listen, Stormy, do you know you got to let Miss Nell talk? I know. I just want to say that last part. So anyway. But yeah, you want to say something?
Mm-mm.
So Mel wanted to know what was the bad energy and everything. So it seems as though Storm and Mama got a problem with the fact that Mel tweeted like she don't fully tell everything. Like she ain't telling the truth.
Yes, she don't tell the whole story.
Yeah, and I don't know the part where she said shut up. that to me that was still bad editing because we don't know who said what. Shut up. I think the what it is production we want folks to get ganged up on the social media streets. So they do all this stuff.
And you know the BWG is gonna be going after Stormy Mama.
Oh yeah,
They're gonna go after her.
What y'all call that? What they? I ain't finna say what they call it.
BWGs pound up. They go BWG. They're gonna be in the line.
With they black on. So she was just basically saying it seemed as though now y'all may be privy to all this stuff because when we do the review, I don't go on social media to see what nobody said, nothing unless y'all come and tell us, or I find out some kind of way. But I ain't trying to search for nothing. But Miss Betty said that when Mel had tweeted that there was somebody recorded her, or it was a recording in her home and she didn't know nothing about it, the people assumed it was storming. And then Mel said, well, it wasn't storming. But Miss Betty said, but you didn't clear the air and making sure and let people know that no, it was not storming. You had wordplay, a word salad, and you danced around who exactly it was instead of actually saying it.
Basically, what Stormy Mom was saying that Mel did not clear Stormy of the drama. You know what I'm saying? Instead of say Stormy didn't do it, that person didn't do it. Just say Stormy name so you can clear Stormy so Stormy can get out the mess, basically. But let's go back to all these recordings and spying and stuff, man. Golly, man.
Work for the FBI,
man, I'm telling you, man. Shoot. I want somebody, man. I'm telling you, man. I want to trust some people as far as I can throw them.
To be honest, they need to start something going first 48 since y'all doing all this stuff. Honey.
No, take them to Mexico.
I know that's right. Find out what's going on over there.
Do some investigating.
True.
Plant some bugs over there, man. Some recordings.
Y'all doing what's going on. Way too much, honey, for a reality TV show that's just tanking and the numbers tanking. Stop doing all that extra stuff. It don't take all of that, honey.
Recording and spying and drone flying and got people in the bushes with satellite dishes.
Everything.
I'm telling you, man.
If this show go off, I don't know what the folks gonna do what they like.
Well, what they need to do when that show goes off, put y'all spy equipment on eBay so I can buy it. BWG.
So Kiki said that, okay, since they got past that or whatever, Kiki said she got something to say. Of course. Of course. Like, why wouldn't you? You know what I'm saying? You're part of the cast, girl, go and speak. So she wanted to talk to Tiffany and say, girl, you said that I wasn't nobody, honey. I was a friend to the show. You said this and you said that. Tiffany said, I'm basically saying that you seem like you was you came in as male friend, you was rocking hard for Mel, but this your own cousin. So you gonna rock hard for somebody that's not related to you versus somebody that's your cousin? Like, make it make sense. That's all I'm saying. Kiki said, and you said you didn't know me, girl. My son had played with your husband was coaching him, and you know my in-laws, and you done been around me. And honey, I was even trying to help you find your daddy. Oh, basically, this is me. Tiffany said, girl, that was a production thing, child. I don't know you like that. Production set you right there because they want to give you a spot, but we never did see it, child. They edited you right on out of there, honey. But, and said that, oh, okay, I know somebody in Utah, Alabama. I'll do this and do that. And Tiffany was like, girl, whatever.
Tiffany, if you want to find your daddy, just call up the BWGs. They will find them. They can go in the court records. They can find the DNA. They can find it all for you, man. I'm telling you, that's what you need to call.
And Tiffany was like, no, Kiki was like, you know, she said all that stuff, whatever. And Tiffany was just basically like, girl, I really didn't know who you was. You know, I know what you just said, but, you know, I knew of you, but I ain't sit down and have a conversation with you like I know you. And what's her name? Kiki said, and I know who my daddy is. And I was like, where they come? I had to do the mail, like it was kind of dark, you know, when she said that, you know. And Tiffany was like, and so the etiquette coach had to come in and say, listen, you're a beautiful woman, Kiki. Thank you. But your energy, you don't have to do all that. All you had to do was say, listen, when you said this, and this, I felt that there was some untruth with that, and you know, I was offended by that. And that's the way you should have a conversation instead of doing all this little energy, neck rolling, all that stuff, whatever. Just sit down and have a grown woman conversation. And she said, and the part where you said that, you know, I know who my daddy is, she said that was a dig. She was like, no, it wasn't a dig. I was just, girl, and that it came out of nowhere. Why would you say I know who my daddy is if it wasn't a dig? It really made no sense. It made no sense that she didn't understand how she was trying to be funny.
Even Kimmi had to step in and say it was
Yeah.
a dig.
Yeah. So anyway, that's basically how that went off, child. So, you know, I don't know. Next week we put Sheree. So you gonna bring Sheree on here. Sheree been fighting, hiding.
Come on. I'm gonna step back and let her have the floor, because she's gonna go on
and
one of
hiding,
her famous rants. Go ahead, baby.
And you gonna bring a person that's been hiding. And to a show, that's what I said was
Titanic.
The Titanic was sinking. It had made it to sea level.
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's down
there.
there.
The sea floor.
Oh, the DC was on sea floor, right?
Yeah, DC was sea floor.
But the Huntsville is
it's sinking down to the sea floor, and the collector's like hovering between the surface and the sea floor. It's like in the middle.
And you get somebody off another franchise, another show to come over here and help it go down further. Because she ain't got she get high to five. And so you bring all that high to five over here, and that's that bad energy, right?
Yeah, then you got the new show from Detroit coming out. They're probably as soon as lunch off the dock, it's gonna go on the seafloor.
Now, I may eat my words because that show may be something that I like. But yeah, so now you're bringing.
You can't do Carlos like that. He one of us, man.
Hell yeah. So you know, shoot, if we can do it, we can do it. We're gonna get on Tubi.
Yeah, we're gonna get on Tubi.
We're gonna produce some shows on Tubi.
Yeah, it's gonna be some bad acting.
It's okay.
It's gonna be some bad editing.
Yeah, it's all right.
But we're gonna be on Tubi. You're gonna see that fake
Tubi.
blood look like ketchup.
I'm gonna slap you and you gonna go.
You go 5 minutes later.
So yeah, so we're gonna see Sheree next week. And I'm not excited. You know, like everybody said, you know, Martell and Sheree relationship is fake. So we all know that, honey, because we know it because he showed it to us on the actual show. Oh, that's right. You know what I'm saying? No kissing, no nothing. When he was on Atlanta Housewives, it's just like two friends just sitting up there chilling. So
doing what?
Chilling.
That's how they chill. That's how they do.
They chilling.
They dubbing.
They chilling.
Okay.
So anyway, on that note, you guys, you asked for it, we brought it. May not be what you wanted to hear, may not be what you wanted to hear. So anyway, on that note, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. As we say at the end of every video, don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
I was put God first.
Deuces.
Hey!